Hello again, YouTube. Just gonna react quickly to a video I saw on the Young Turks, and it was about older generations now, draining the blood of the young, literally, to stay alive. This is They aren't happy enough with our money, with our future, with leaving us anything. They want to literally suck us dry now. This is just insane. I just heard it's a story on the Young Turks about a company that's selling blood of teenagers to old people. For it's a really disgusting scheme because what they're doing is this company is buying blood that was donated to blood banks and selling it for $8,000, like a pint or whatever they get in those baggies, to whatever old fart that's gonna try to live longer. And the sick part is the person who donated gets nothing. They don't even know that their blood was used. It's like you going to the Red Cross, donating your blood, getting your cookie and your juice, going home, and then the Red Cross selling your blood to some company for $8,000 or 4,000 or whatever they're doing, and they pure profit on both parties. You get nothing, nothing, even though it's your blood, your DNA. They took it literally from your body. You get nothing, and that is what the baby boomer generation is all about. They are about sucking everything for themselves and giving nothing back. They don't care about us. They just think of us as a revenue and now a blood resource. It's disgusting. And these fucking baby boomers, that's all they ever care about. So they're just going to destroy us while they try to pathetically keep themselves alive. We just got to Gen X and Millennials have got to band together and start telling these old people, enough. Go on and die. You're not meant to live this long and drain this much resources. Your retirement is going to drain this country dry and leave it with nothing. Your houses that you bought for $50,000 that you're turning around and selling for 800,000 or however much you bought it for, trying to sell it for five, six, seven times what you bought it for originally. Who the hell do you think is going to buy this? It's just some rich old guy from overseas trying to stash his money before his economy falls apart. And they're paying cash. And then they're driving up the prices for people who, like me, who've never owned a home before. I would love to go and buy one. But you show up at these auction places, and there's you, and there's a few other first-time home buyers there. You're all hoping to get it. And then there's like 20 fucking dudes, attorneys, that are buying for a client. And they're the ones bidding. They're like, oh yeah, I'll take this. I'll take all 10 of these houses, whatever. And you're like, I just want my first home. I don't care about, some place I'll never see. And these lawyers are like, you kids, go rent from our boss. They don't give a fuck about us. We need to rise up and revolt over this older generation before they completely destroy us. They fucking gave us Trump. They gave us all these idiots in Congress they're not, actually, idiots is wrong. Idiots is paying them a compliment. They're corrupt as fuck because all they care about is money. They say one thing to get elected, and then they do whatever the hell their donors want. Even people like Cory fucking Booker, who everyone thinks, oh, he's this great guy and he's black. He's like another Obama. No, he's like another George W. Bush. Like if you look there, even Ivanka fucking Trump's husband has donated to Cory fucking Booker's campaigns. So bullshit. I call bullshit on Cory Booker being a progressive. There's no way that dude is. The only real progressive in this country in politics on the national level is Bernie Sanders. Possibly a fraction of that, Elizabeth Warren. And that's about it. And that's really sad. We need the Gen X and Millennials to start taking more involvement in politics and the economies and start telling these baby boomers that their ideals and their unyielding, demanding need to stick to their ideals and forcing their children and their grandchildren to stick to their broken ideals that don't work is another thing that's killing us. Oh, we've got to do Millennials and Gen X has got to band together and vote more. Both generations have got to go to the polls and vote, or else we're going to be stuck with these goddamn baby boomers for another 30 years until they're finally old enough and enough of them died off to where their vote doesn't matter anymore. But they are a sad blight on this country and on the world. Um, and history is not going to be kind to them. I saw the other day that they call this generation, they were originally called the me generation, and they say that baby boomers had the era of effortless prosperity, where they didn't have to really try hard to get a job. You got out of college and the jobs were thrown at you. There was enough of them. What did they do with that? They destroyed it. They killed it. Look at the cost of college. Look at the cost of living. Everything skyrocketed, and it's all been since the baby boomers have been in power since Reagan. Reagan was theirs. Every president since Reagan has been theirs. They've been the ones choosing presidents and Congress and all that because they vote. They're old enough, and most of them they're more enough of them are retired now where they have the time to vote, and they've made it really hard for young people to vote now. And this is not going to end well. What was that one saying about if you make peaceful protesting impossible, you make violent revolution inevitable, is about to come true in this country. Final thoughts.